Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Wednesday, February 12th, 2025 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I balance the vibrations I feel out there with those I feel in here. And here we are, full moon in Leo. And these moons connecting into Uranus are just doozies. I felt that energy today very strongly of the sun squaring Uranus. And today, before we have the peak of the full moon, we will have the moon squaring Uranus. And so the work of Uranus is liberation. It's going to show you where you're stuck. It's going to show you where your poop is. Not literal poop, but you know what I mean. Like the stuff you got to deal with, the stuff you've got to excrete, the stuff you've got to release, right? The stuff is not serving you. It's not giving you nutrients or anything anymore. We got to let that go, right? That's the work of Uranus. Literally and cosmically. So, hooray, universe, for that. This energy is where we can evolve, and what we're wanting to evolve is our hearts. We want to evolve our hearts. We want to evolve and help heal our inner children. That connects in with Leo energy. We want to evolve our courage. We want to evolve the energy of love and joy within ourselves. And so the sun squaring Uranus and now the moon squaring Uranus has been helping us bring up, work through these energies. So if you had challenges, you're not alone. Me too. But here we go, moving in and through this. Now, this full moon is also very closely connected to Mercury. And I always say, it's very interesting. Between the sun and Mercury hanging out in the sign of Aquarius, the mental energy has been really strong. And so this full moon in Leo is like, don't forget to bring it back in here. In fact, the Sabian symbol, I'm going to give like a, I don't know, not the exact wording of it, but basically it's a man who's so interested in enlightenment that he forgets to take care of his physical body. And Aquarius energy can sometimes be like that. Aquarius energy can have you so in your head, in your mind, and up here that we forget to connect in back here. And so this is a reminder to connect into your heart. To like the actual beat of your heart, to feel into it, but just also the vibrational, beautiful energy of the heart. There's two ways, no, I'm going to say there's way more than two ways, but there's two major ways that I always can, shift vibrationally. And one is mentally. And I definitely had a tough day today, and I will tell you that the mental shift was not working for me. But when I did connect into my heart, it was that energy that helped me turn the page and shift out of breakdown into the breakthrough. That's part of the Uranus energy. Breakdown, breakthrough, evolution, revolution. So, be aware of that. Now, the full moon happens fairly early in the day. It's happening at 5:53 a.m. Pacific time. So we kind of wake up into full moon over energy. A little bit snoozy. I encourage you to take it easy through the day, but even as you're taking it easy, make a point to connect into heart energy. Now, we will have the moon in Leo connecting to Mercury a little bit later in the day. And this is a reminder to keep working on connecting these mental vibes and bringing them in and down and through to connect to the energy of the heart. This is going to be important moving forward. As I was doing my patron group today, I was like, I don't feel ready for this, but we're entering eclipse season. With this moon, we're about a month out from our first eclipse. We're also just like 2.5 weeks out from Venus going retrograde. March is full of astrological shenanigans. So connecting with this heart energy now will be helpful with some of the future cosmic events coming in. So good awareness. Much of this day today also has us working through void moon energy. And so again, it's just feeling like a kind of quieter day, but in the quiet, when you have those chances, those opportunities, do connect in to your heart energy to help support you. Now, I always feel like Leo is such a good balance for Aquarius energy. I mean, it's cosmically ordained, but Aquarius can be very connected to community and a larger sense of the world, our earthling community. But Leo reminds you to stay true to who you are. Stay true to the heart of you, that the world needs the creativity, the gifts, the love, the big courageous heart energy that you bring, your brand of that. So keep that in mind in and through this. And today could be a day where beautiful creative energies could feel healing and part of that evolution for you. So that's nice. I'm announcing it. That's nice. The moon will then shift into Virgo. So we've had like this series of really strong mental energies, right? We had Mercury in the sun, we had Mercury in Uranus, we had the sun in Uranus, now we have the full moon, and then we have the moon moving into Virgo. All of these energies are bringing up strong mental energies. So I wish I could say like, whew, this full moon's done, like we're going to get some rest. I don't think that's quite coming yet. So maybe after the moon moves out of Libra. But moon into Virgo is a good reminder to be aware of where you are focusing your mental energy and your mental vibes. And again, you always have that option of connecting in. I believe Virgo functions best not when it's like only focused in the mental energies, but when you bring it in and connect it to body, mind, spirit, soul, and heart. That being said, the top of my cards is the mind card. So watch out for your mind, but also be aware, like I said, air signs are like antennas just taking in so much stimulus. So watch for where you're taking in energies beyond your own and processing them mentally, physically, spiritually. We've got the stress card. I always say this is take your monkey out for a walk. This can also be mind. A lot of times what stresses us out isn't necessarily what's happening, but how we are thinking about what's happening. So be aware, and be aware where you need to put something down because you're juggling too many things in this energy. The universe and my friend agree. But I love these other two cards, or the other three cards that we have. So we've got the healing card. This is the King of Cups. This is a card of feeling energy, and full moons bring through the feeling, and hopefully if you're feeling something, you can bring yourself back around to the love vibes. Look at that big glowing heart energy. That's what we want to connect into for support. That being said, my adventure card is usually like, hey, we're looking at some of the shadows, we're looking at some of the stuff. So awareness of what could come up in and through this. Final card is possibilities. So even though we have this and we have this, we still have this healing energy. So hold space for the possibilities of goodness. And I encourage you to do that just with everything unfolding in the world. So the cats did not give me any cat chaos cards, but I'm going to just pull some out and just see what we get. Let's see what we get from this. I have a gigantic bowl filled with random cards. So speaking of cats, this one has a cat on it. Oh, and it's the Six of Cups, which is a lovely card of nostalgic love, potentially even stirring those child-like crush feelings. So bring a little bit of that kind of magic into your life, into yourself. Knight of Coins, some incoming abundance. Now I have to laugh. So in my patron group, I was pulling cards for the people who came to the full moon Zoom. And for everyone, I pulled this abundance card. And then right before doing this, I was like, oh, let me pull my cards for this full moon. And I pulled the abundance card. So there's some sense of abundance that's moving through. And this is nice. You know, with Uranus in Taurus and just all the upheaval of the world, like remembering abundance. Abundance is more than money. Abundance is friendship, and it is pleasure and food and drink, and it's even just going out into nature and connecting to the beautiful abundance of greenery. I say that with a question mark. There is some green out there right now, right? Pine trees and the like. But connecting into what makes you feel abundant beyond the money sense. So, but Knight of Coins is like, hey, there's a little bit of money energy floating around in all of this. How can you connect into that? And I don't know. See what the universe has to offer you. Let's see what else we got here. Ooh, we've got the Sun card, which is the best card in the deck, some people say. Guess it depends. But the Sun card, full of this unicorn energy, and I'm hearing, here comes the sun. And it's a reminder, like, the light always returns. It doesn't really go away, but the light always returns. You know, some days are cloudy, some things feel cloudy in the world. Look for the light. Look for the positive. Look for that rising. Oh, and the Temperance card. Temperance card is a card of calling in balance. Balancing the elements, balancing the energies. This feels very connected to the energy mantra, balancing the ideas, the stirring, the whirring of the mind, the ingenuity, all of that energy, but also connecting in to the heart and bringing that in to the heart. So, a cat card fell. What is it? Looks like the Knight of Wands. Let me grab it. Okay. Knight of Wands. So we have two knights. So just trust, you know, we're moving. We're moving through these energies. We're moving, we're grooving. And this card looks like we're meant to have a little fun. So see where you can have a little fun. That makes sense with the Leo energies. Connecting to the inner child, connecting to the fun vibes. So, I'll leave that there for today. Happy full moon in Leo. Did I say new moon? Full moon in Leo. Book a reading. I guess I gotta start offering my eclipse readings for these eclipses coming in March. Holy cow. These eclipses are gonna be in the signs of Aries and Virgo. So if you have any strong placements there, you may want to consider, or whatever, you know. These eclipses affect us all. And besides all that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and may your guiding light be strong. And know that you can trust your process, because we are the solution. Namaste.